climate activists have found encouragement from an unlikely source.
I know it's only Monday night and it's a bit early to be draining your hope that humanity is working its way back to good things, but I'm about to do it for you because you may remember back in April, a bunch of activists, about 300 of them, shut down a train that was transporting coal to the port of Newcastle. Now, a number of these activists, about 100 of them, were arrested very quietly last week. 5 of them went before the Magistrate's court in Newcastle. Now, what was done about these people who stopped this train for 5 hours, got on top of it, and then took shovels and shoveled the coal off the train? The answer is absolutely nothing. 5 of them were up in court. 2 of them received no conviction or fine whatsoever. 2 of them got a $440 fine and 1 of them got an 18-month community corrections order, and you can see them celebrating their win after the court case there. But why do you reckon this happened? Why did they get let off so lightly? Well, in the words of the magistrate, any reasonable person would agree with the goals of this action. You have a magistrate telling these idiots who are holding up the country, holding up our resources, it doesn't matter that what you did was against the law, it's totally fine because any reasonable person would agree with it. I want to know what the magistrate was smoking before he went to work.
I love how the publication has covered up which magistrate this was.
I know, we don't know who it is.
Any publication named The Green Left are going to want not for this guy to be harangued, but he ought to be. What our law system is basically telling us now is that, because their intentions are noble, they didn't mean any harm, they're just trying to save the planet, no punishment is meted out. Imagine if we applied that to everyone who was mentally unwell and their actions. They meant no harm, because that's what a lot of them are also getting off on. We saw Coco, her name was.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think that's her actual name.
Violet Coco.
In March, Violet Coco. In March of this year, we finally got a solid conviction. She was going to do 15 months in jail as per New South Wales U-Butte, like hot off the press, cramping down on these people. And then she got let off on appeal because climate anxiety. So if everyone with mental health problems gets off, no matter what they're doing, because, their intentions were pure, we're screwed.
The fact that they are celebrating this decision shows it just encourages more people to take similar action. Yeah. But it's not just magistrates. I mean, Adam Bant last week told a group of climate activists they should get behind Extinction Rebellion. And he actually said if you can't protest, you should celebrate with and feel joy from those who do celebrate. So you've got politicians, you've got magistrates. We're going to see a lot more of this. Well,
as I said last week, I'm all on board with Adam Bant saying more people should get involved in these Extinction Rebellion protests, because it just further proves what a bunch of nutters they are. Because every time they glue themselves to the road, we go,
you'll take it back when you're stuck in peak hour traffic and the lines are...
Violet Coco, who you just mentioned, Liz, she was involved in this protest as well. Yeah. Now, she's already got a corrections order against her. She avoided jail. She avoided jail again. I mean, you would think coming up for a second time on exactly the same sort of charges that you would get in some sort of trouble for it, and she didn't.
That's exactly what she said she was going to do. This film, they filmed her coming out of the courtroom, having won the appeal, and a journo asked her, what are you going to do with your newfound freedom, 15 months not in jail? Firstly, she said she'd sue the taxpayer for the fact that she thought she was going to jail for a little bit there. And secondly, she said, I'm just going to carry on doing what I was doing, which is fighting for the conservation of our planet, etc. and so on. So, of course, they're just going to re-offend. If you're not being punished for inconveniencing thousands of law-abiding citizens...
Forget global boiling. Our blood is boiling over this.